So we're going to make a chocolate, orange and praline lollipop. And we're going to start by making an orange infusion. So we're going to take some cocoa butter, heat it to 40 degrees, take orange, the zest of an orange, and plate into the cocoa butter and leave it to stand for 24 hours. So we're going to use a product from Callebaut called Pra, which is a really nice praline. We're going to take some tempered chocolate. So we're going to use 2 parts chocolate, one part praline, so 200 grams chocolate, 100 grams of praline. We mix the two together first. We add the orange. So because it's cocoa butter being added to the chocolate, it's going to thin the chocolate down and the praline down just ever so slightly. And then this can go into a piping bag. Now, I'm going to add some crunch, but because I want the lollipops to be cone shaped, I can't add the crunch just yet. Okay, so we're going to add this first into a piping bag. So now, I'm going to make the molds now to pipe these into. So what we're going to do is take a paper cone and we'll make a piping bag, and we twist the bag and pull back to create a cone shape. Then we take the other edge of the paper, we fold round once. The second time it comes round, it joins the hand at the back so that we're holding all 3 pieces of paper. Then we pull inside downwards and the outside downwards, and we rotate inside, outside, and it makes the end of the bag sharp. We fold the paper inside, like so, and it holds the bag together. Okay, so what we can do now with this piping bag is we can take a mould. So we've got two lots of metal rods, and I'm going to put some ring moulds over the top and just place the paper cone onto the ring mould. So we go back to the praline mixture, and we're going to just pipe in just a small amount into the bottom of the paper cone. So we need to go back to the cones, and we just need to tap to allow the praline to go down to the end of the piping bag. So you have to be relatively quick with this, otherwise it will start to set. So we can go back to the praline mix now, and we can add the crunch. I've not added the crunch at the beginning because otherwise the flakes wouldn't go down to the point. So we can take all this into the piping bag. This time I need a much larger hole in the end of the bag because of the crispies. They're going to struggle to get out if I don't create a big hole. So we're going to come over the top and just pipe a small amount. And I quite often pipe these on a scales, so I know everyone's exactly the same weight, so there's consistency. And exactly the same as before, we bring out with tap. Just so light, nice and flat. Take out the air bubbles as well. Sometimes you can get air bubbles on the outside. Now we can take some lolly sticks and place in. And the good thing about having the crunch there is it holds the stick in place so it doesn't flow to one side, and you can keep it upright in the mould. Okay, so now we've got these have now set, but before we take them out of the paper, we're going to create something to stand them in. So we're going to take some granulated sugar and a little bit of colour. So we're just going to add some green food colour from IBC and then just give it a shake, like so. This can then get poured into a container. So we've done this before in plant pots, various dishes. Okay, so we now have some tempered orange chocolate and some tempered dark chocolate. And we can take the lollipop out of the bag. So we'll do this nice and slow so you can see it come out. When you've piped it's dribbled up the side slightly, you can just take it off with a knife. So this can be, you can see it's really clean, you know, it can be reused. So you then take the lolly stick with the cone, dip in, just so it just covers over and just touches the stick ever so slightly. And then we lift out, and we can then place this into our box, just for it to start to set. Again, rotate around just to stop it from dripping. Six chocolate and orange lollipops.